Hey, good evening, guys. You got Neil the Deal right here, talkinfight.com. Want to thank you all for coming out, checking out my Wednesday night Neil the Deal NFL episode. We're going to be talking about the AFC Championship games and, of course, the big game coming up on Sunday, the Super Bowl between the Cincinnati Bengals, yeah, I know, and the Los Angeles Rams. So, let's talk a little bit about that right off the hop. First off, I want to say hi to a few friends out there. Sam, thanks a lot for everything. Sam, you're always in my heart. You're the coolest. Thanks a lot. God bless you. Top left. Patrick, talked to you this week. I hear there's been really busy over there at Safari Barbershops. I guess you guys, the word is out. I met a Niagara Ice Dog over there actually this week. Really nice guy and leading the league in the OHL. I believe his name is Rob Nelson Jr. Rob Nelson Jr. I'm pretty sure something of that sort. He plays for the Niagara Ice Dogs. But anyways, great kid. He's got a big future ahead of him, and like I say, we talked a little bit of hockey, we talked a little bit of football, but tonight, guys, thanks a lot for coming out, the NFL show. Now, I want to say again, thanks for the shares. The last week, things have been really, really good as usual. We're moving up the ladder. The subscriptions are going up. The likes have been great. The likes and the shares, guys. The shares have been, I really want to thank you for the shares. So keep on sharing with your family, friends, all your buddies, any of the old schoolmates or bandmates or whatever. Let them know I'm out here because I'm definitely, we're kicking it up a notch. We're, like I say, we're cooking with propane over here. And we'll go over my overall predictions at the end and my Super Bowl prediction. So let's get right into it. First game we're going to talk about is the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, we all know how I feel about Kansas City. It's I guess it's kind of apparent that I really like Kansas City. Well, yes, they're my favorite team, and yes, I am completely blown away we blew that game. I can't believe how that happened. I mean, 21-3 at half. We seem to have the game completely under control, and out of the blue, the Bengals scored 21 unanswered points. Patrick looked like he was running like a scared cat. I couldn't believe how the defense, the Cincy defense, was able to, uh, get Mahomes in really, really crazy positions. Like he was running backwards. I don't see Mahomes running backwards very often. I mean, we're on the 5 yard line, and the next thing you know, 2 plays later, we're on the 17 or the 18. I don't get it. I mean, that one at the end of the first half, we're on the 1 yard line. We didn't score. That was the game right there. If we had scored just before the half to make it 28-3, lights out, cancel Christmas, the show's finished. Drop the friggin' curtain, you know what I mean? But they didn't put the nail in the coffin. It's the first time that I've ever seen Patrick Mahomes not get any points in the second half. Kansas City's very well known for getting a lot of points in the fourth quarter, and they just couldn't do it. For whatever reason, the Cincinnati team. I got to tell you, Cincinnati played a great game. So both teams played a great game. Like I mean, watch the game. It was a fantastic game on both sides of the ball. And I got to congratulate the Cincinnati Bengals for coming out victorious. It's been a long time. I believe 1988 was the last time that they've made a Super Bowl appearance. They have never won the Super Bowl. So this could be interesting. And I'm looking forward to the big game. I want to say thank you very much to the Kansas City Chiefs, my team, my favorite team. We'll see you next year, guys. Thanks for the fantastic season, fantastic games, right down to the wire. And I mean, I'm disappointed because I'm a KC fan, but I'm really not disappointed because Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals are a great representative for the AFC, and congratulations to them. And again, Kansas City guys, thanks a lot for the great season. I loved watching you all year. We had some ups and downs. We looked like we were going to go and take it down. I was pretty confident we could do it this year, but I guess there's always next year, right? So I had that game, as you know, I had Kansas City -7. I took Kansas City. I laid the points, so I did lose that bet. I was pretty confident in winning the bet at halftime, to be honest with you. But hey, it's football. Things happen. What are you going to say, guys? You gotta keep your eye on the game. I mean, the games are won in the trenches. It was just one of those games. Like I mean, the defensive line played better than Kansas City's offensive line. Simple as that. That's the whole game right there. So, and it didn't hurt. It didn't help the cause when Patty threw the interception in overtime, and then they came down and got the game-winning 31-yarder. I think it's Evan McPherson for Cincinnati. Congratulations, Evan. I believe that's 2 games straight. So, man, their kicking game is on fire. Their defense is on fire. Joe Burrow is just over the top. Chase, we talked about Chase guys all season basically. I told you he's the fastest runner in the league. Well, he's going to prove it on the Super Bowl because this is going to be a hell of a game. Uh, so that's basically the way I saw it. 34-31, you know, overtime winner. I mean, we had the ball in overtime. We won the coin toss, Kansas City. And I thought, here we go. Same as last week. Right down the field, scored touchdown, game finished. Show's over. That's it. But didn't happen. He threw the interception. Tyreek Hill couldn't quite pull it in. The DB for Cincy snagged it and brought it back to the 45 since he's 45. So that was a tough break for us, and it cost us the game. But great game, guys. Thanks a lot, and we're looking forward to Cincinnati in the bowl. All right, excuse me, guys. Got a little drink here. All right, there we go. That's better. The next game, the other game, NFC Championship game, we had San Francisco 49ers versus the Los Angeles Rams. I had San Francisco minus 3.5. The game was Los Angeles Rams won the game 20-17. So in Vegas, I won that one minus 3.5. I won by the hook. So 1-1. There you go. Last week I lost the KC bet, but I won the other one, the San Fran. So again, it was with a minute and 46 seconds left or something. The kicker Gay for I think his last name is Gay for San Fran, if I remember. Sorry for LA kicked the game-winning field goal, and that game was close too. I mean, both those games were great games, and all of the games, guys. If you look back at this year's games, all the way from when the playoffs started, I hadn't seen like that Buffalo Bills Kansas City game, guys, goes down in the history as one of the best games of all time. I mean, there were a lot of them, and a lot of games went down. Brady's last game, he loses, and the last drive brings his team back to tie it 27-27, and eventually loses it, type of thing. I guess their D ran out of gas, but the game is going to be great. Los Angeles, San Francisco was a good game. I really enjoyed it. Uh, Los Angeles, funny enough, had lost 6 consecutive games to San Francisco going into that one. So that's a little bit of sweet revenge for LA. Cooper Kupp in that game was over the top. We talked all year about Cooper Kupp. He had 11 receptions for 142 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's unstoppable. He's him and Stafford are just on fire. Stafford's been in the league 13 years now, and he hasn't won the Super Bowl. Well, this is it for him. This is his big chance to win one. I believe he's got a really good chance. His team's playing really well. I did take the Rams at the start of the year as one of my fave teams. I kind of thought the Packers and the Rams were going to be in the NFC final, and I was a flip flop on that one. But I kind of liked the Pack back in a few weeks ago. I was really liking the Packers. LA had a little bit of an up and down season, but they kind of like Kansas City. They brought it together. Their defense is playing absolutely amazing. LA. Aaron Donald and Von Miller have been just wreaking havoc on the defense. These offensive quarterbacks are having a hell of a time. Their pressures are just over the top. I guess last week, the game before the AFC Championship game, Donald had 8 or 10 pressures. Von Miller had 11. This week, Donald had 8 and Von Miller had 7. I mean, they're putting a lot of pressure on these quarterbacks, and I think that's going to be a big thing going into the Super Bowl is the pressure that Aaron Donald and Von Miller are going to put on a young Joe Burrow, who does have some weapons to work with, but we're talking a 3-time defensive player of the year in Aaron Donald, and we all know who Von Miller is. I believe he's won 1 defensive player of the year, and he's been to 1 Super Bowl. So, I mean, those guys are big time on D. Also, you got that Jalen Ramsey, man. What a player he is. Odell Beckham, he had a great game last game, 9 receptions, 113 yards. Ramsey, again, unbelievable. Ramsey is probably your best your best defensive back in the league. I believe he gets paid the most, and he friggin' deserves it, man. Because I checked it out and I rewatched it, and any balls that were thrown to his side of the field, there were no receptions. The guy is over the top. He could have had two interceptions, which I couldn't believe he didn't get both those interceptions. And he's just he's a game breaker. So we got those three guys with Stafford. The running game seems to be doing all right. The line is really protecting Stafford well. Uh, so I'm liking the way LA's coming together now. And that in the NFC Championship game, I mean, Bosa did get in there. I believe he had 6 or 7 pressures on Stafford. They just they just I don't know. It was a really close situation there. There was some questionable calls, I guess you would call it, and I don't know, right? It was a big game for both teams, and LA ended up bringing it home 2017. I did take that one down, taking San Fran with the -3.5, but uh, you know, there you go, LA and Cincinnati. So let's talk about the big game a little bit. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be this Sunday, February 13th. It'll be at 6:30 p.m. The Los Angeles Rams are at home. They are this year they are a total of 15 wins and 5 losses. The Cincinnati Bengals are 13 wins and 7 losses. The game is going to be played at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, United States of America, which is the Rams and the LA Chargers home field. It is by far the nicest stadium in the league. I believe it cost something in the range of $6 million, and that is one heck of a facility they got down there in Inglewood, California. When you see the game, guys, it's going to be over the top. It's really going to be a spectacular thing. I mean, Super Bowl is not a game as much as it's a week. All right, they have Super Bowl week, so people are down there enjoying themselves, partying, drinking, smoking, doing whatever the frick they want down there, and getting ready for the big game. So at the game too, if you guys haven't heard, the halftime show is a big show this year. It's brought to you by Jay Z's Rock Nation. We're going to have some good artists out there for the halftime. I'm really looking forward to that. I always love the Super Bowl halftimes. I mean, look at all the years and years and years we've all watched the Super Bowl, and they always seem to have a good musical act. And it went right from Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson. You remember that one, all the way out to. There's been so many. I believe Michael Jackson was out there one year, and there's all kinds of people that do the Super Bowls, and they're all amazing. So this year we have a hell of a lineup. It's Dr. Dre, the big boy. Dr. Dre's in the house. Mary J. Blige, one of the best singers you'll ever see, female singers ever. Snoop Dogg, everybody knows Snoop. He's a pure dog. We like the dog. Eminem, my favorite rapper of all time. Eminem's in the house. What's going on, M? We can't wait to see him rip up some battle rap stuff, and get her going. And then Kendrick Lamar, he's also in there. He's a great singer himself. I believe he's got a couple of Grammy wins, or I don't know, music awards, U.S. music awards, or all this stuff. He's a really, really good singer too. So looking forward to the halftime show. Uh, I mean, there's traditional things you can do on Super Bowl. We always have chili. We're getting together with a bunch of people. We're going to have a party, obviously, and we're going to have all kinds of great stuff. It's kind of like a smorgasbord. Kind of everybody brings something. You know, some people bring cabbage rolls. Other people may bring pierogies. And then we're going to have nachos with cheese and jalapeno peppers and all that great stuff. And then the chili. And then, I don't know, steaks. Who knows what's going on. But it'll be a big party. It's going to start early. Lots of beer will be flowing, wine, drinks, whatever. So we're going to have a great time. We're going to get together. I hope you guys are all going to get together with your family and friends and enjoy the game or enjoy the whole day. It's really a full day of celebration for the Super Bowl, and every year I really really enjoy it. So get your snacks out, get your feet up, get your warm clothes on. I guess if you're in a cold environment like myself, kick back. If you're in a warm environment, just lucky you, just chill, just go outside with a couple of pina coladas and get a suntan, and then go in and watch the game. So I believe it's 3:30 Pacific. That would be California time, and it'll be 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that'll be held on NBC. There'll be a lot of feeds for it, but NBC is the one you probably want to watch. Um, so the last thing, guys, we'll talk about the Neil the Deal show here, NFL Wednesdays, talkinfight.com. Again, thanks for the shares, the likes, all the stuff you've been doing. It's just been absolutely amazing. I'm so proud and I'm so blown away and happy that you're enjoying the show because I'm having a great time doing it for you. I'm really having a great time. So uh, I'm going to make my prediction now. I know I've been struggling with this all week, to be honest with you. I've had two different things in my mind in regards to this game and who's gonna win this game. And my prediction is I think the LA Rams are gonna win the game 27-24. The Bengals are minus 4.5 on the money line or against the spread. Sorry, against the spread, minus 4.5. With that score, I'm going to take the Bengals. I'm going to take the Bengals in the points. I'm going to take plus 4.5. Uh, like I said, I think I just made a mistake. The Rams are minus 4.5. I believe the Bengals are plus 4.5. So I'm going to take the Bengals with the points. That's what I'm going to do. In these tight games, in these situations, I either think it's going to be a complete blowout or it's going to be really close. And because the way these teams have been playing and playing up to this game and playing in the last, I'd say, 5 or 6 games of the season, I can't see this game being a complete blowout. There's just too much star power there for one team to get too far ahead. So, and I don't know. I'm just taking the Bengals with the points plus 4.5. That's my prediction. Rams to win the Super Bowl, Bengals to cover. All right. Uh, Therefore, I would be taking the Rams on the money line if that's the case. Take the Rams on the money line. They are the home team, and I just I just think they have a little more experience. Their defense is just a little bit better. Their quarterback has been in the league, obviously, what 12 or 13 years longer. So I'm taking Drew Stafford to win the Super Bowl in the LA Rams. So, all right, guys, thanks again for everything. I had a great night. I wanted to wish Don Cherry, my good old buddy Don Cherry, happy birthday. He turned 88, I believe, this week. And he's one of my mentors. I love Don. I miss him so much. He's out here in Mississauga, just around the corner. So, yeah, Don, happy birthday, buddy. Thanks for all the years, man. It just, I can't even tell you how much I appreciate you. So, hope you had a great, happy birthday day there, Don. You guys, if it's your birthday this weekend, enjoy yourselves. If it's not your birthday this weekend, enjoy yourself. Stay safe, stay warm, and have fun. The Super Bowl is on. I'll be watching. I hope you guys will be watching. It's probably the biggest sporting event out there, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. So, as I always say, guys, we always get better, not bitter over here at the Neil the Deal Show. So just get better. Hopefully, you can win a little bit of money with that one. Now, my last thing is I believe I was 29-3-1. That makes me 34-1 on my prediction. So I'm 34, 30 wins, 4 losses, and 1 push. All right, so we're not doing too bad. We'll see you on Friday. Talkinfight.com, Neil the Deal, NHL. We're going to talk about the Leafs, man. We're just on fire. That's going to be a great show. Got some stuff up my sleeve talking about the Leafs on Friday. All right, so take care of yourselves. Thanks again for coming out. Sam, thanks again for everything, honey. Appreciate all your help. And hopefully we're going to see you all on Friday. Take care of yourselves. Have yourselves a great night. Bye-bye.